What if I told you that the yogurt you eat every day is either quietly improving your health or slowly working against it? For millions of people, this one food is a daily habit. But the uncomfortable truth is that one small detail, which most of us ignore, determines whether you get the benefits or just a cup of sugary disappointment. It's not about discipline or genetics. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that detail is, and you'll understand what really happens inside your body, from your gut to your brain, when you eat yogurt every single day. Let's start with what yogurt actually is. It isn't just thickened milk. It's milk that has been completely transformed through fermentation. Live bacteria, or probiotics, are added to milk where they get to work. They consume the milk sugar, lactose, which is why many people who can't handle milk find yogurt much easier to digest. These bacteria also partially break down proteins and create entirely new compounds that your body can use in powerful ways. Just 1 6-ounce serving of plain yogurt delivers a powerhouse of nutrients: live probiotics, high-quality protein, calcium, B vitamins, potassium, magnesium, and often vitamin D. While most foods do one or two things well, yogurt works across multiple systems in your body simultaneously. But the most profound changes begin deep inside your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, an entire ecosystem that helps you digest food, regulates inflammation, influences your hormones, and even communicates directly with your brain. When harmful bacteria start to take over this ecosystem, you feel it. Problems like bloating, gas, irregular digestion, low energy, and even mental fog can show up. So, the critical question is, can one simple daily food really shift this internal balance for the better? The science overwhelmingly says yes. Multiple studies have shown that people who eat probiotic yogurt every day see a significant improvement in their gut bacteria diversity within just a few weeks. Why does diversity matter? Because a diverse gut is a stable and resilient gut. A healthier gut lining absorbs nutrients from your food more efficiently and becomes stronger, acting as a better barrier against things that shouldn't get into your bloodstream. This leads to a measurable decrease in low-grade inflammation throughout your body. Most people think gut health is only about digestion, but that idea is years out of date. In fact, your gut is intimately connected to your immune system. Roughly 70% of your immune cells reside right along your gut lining. They are constantly sampling the bacteria there, deciding what's a friend and what's a foe. When beneficial bacteria are in charge, this communication becomes far more efficient. Your immune system gets a tune-up. White blood cells can respond faster, antibody production improves, and inflammatory signals quiet down. Clinical studies have even found that people who regularly consume probiotic yogurt tend to experience fewer respiratory infections. Yogurt doesn't make you invincible, but it helps your immune system operate much closer to its peak potential. Now, let's talk about something on everyone's mind: weight. In large population studies, yogurt is one of the very few foods consistently linked with less long-term weight gain. Not detox teas, not fad diets, but simple yogurt. There are a few reasons for this. First, the protein content. A serving of yogurt, especially Greek yogurt, is packed with protein, which is fantastic for satiety. It triggers the release of fullness hormones, so you feel satisfied longer and are naturally less likely to overeat later in the day. Second, the combination of calcium and other bioactive compounds appears to influence how your fat cells store energy. The effect is subtle day to day, but over months and years, it adds up. And third, plain yogurt is low in calorie density. You get a lot of volume, a creamy texture, and a ton of nutrition without a huge calorie hit. But here is the single mistake that cancels out all these benefits. Most people don't eat plain yogurt. They reach for the flavored, fruit on the bottom varieties. Many of these popular yogurts contain 15, 20, or even more grams of added sugar in a single small cup. That much sugar turns a health food into a dessert in disguise. The added sugar can feed the exact kind of harmful gut bacteria you're trying to reduce, negating the probiotic benefits. If you truly want results, the number one rule is to start with plain yogurt. You can always add your own fresh fruit or a tiny drizzle of honey, giving you complete control. Next, let's move on to your bones. Bone loss is a silent process. You don't feel it happening until the damage is already done. often resulting in a fracture. Yogurt provides the perfect team of nutrients for bone health all in one package: calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, potassium, and protein. These nutrients work together synergistically. Calcium provides the building blocks. Vitamin D is crucial for absorbing that calcium. Protein forms the strong matrix that holds it all together, and potassium helps reduce calcium loss from the body. It is no surprise that regular yogurt consumption is linked to stronger bone density and a lower risk of osteoporosis, particularly for older adults. Building strong bones isn't something you can fix later in life. It's a project you work on every single day. And what about your heart? Yogurt supports cardiovascular health in several subtle but important ways. The potassium it contains helps balance sodium levels and relax the walls of your blood vessels, which supports healthier blood pressure. The magnesium is essential for regulating your heart's rhythm and muscle function. Furthermore, the fermentation process itself creates special compounds called bioactive peptides that have been shown to support blood vessel function and reduce inflammation. Studies have associated regular yogurt intake with better cholesterol profiles, including lower bad LDL cholesterol and a healthier overall ratio. When yogurt replaces a bag of chips or a cookie as your afternoon snack, the benefits for your heart are amplified even further. Here's a connection that most people completely overlook: the link between your gut, your skin, and your mood. Inflammation rarely stays in one place. A disrupted gut can trigger inflammatory responses throughout your body. And for some people, that inflammation shows up on their skin as acne, redness, or flare-ups of conditions like eczema. By calming your gut and improving its balance, you may also see a calming effect on your skin. Beyond the skin, your gut is sometimes called your second brain for a good reason. It produces a significant amount of neurotransmitters, including about 95% of your body's serotonin, the feel-good chemical. This means your gut health and your emotional well-being are biologically wired together. Now, yogurt is not a treatment for any mental health condition, but supporting your gut is a foundational way to support your brain chemistry. So, with all these benefits, which yogurt should you actually choose? Not all yogurts are created equal, and some don't belong in your fridge. The key is to look for 3 things on the label. First, plain or unsweetened. Second, a short ingredient list, ideally just milk and cultures. And third, the phrase live and active cultures. This guarantees you're getting the probiotics. Greek yogurt is a great choice for a protein boost. If you're sensitive, lactose-free options are available. If you prefer plant-based, make sure it's fortified with nutrients like calcium and vitamin D and, again, contains live cultures. Ignore the flashy packaging and focus on that label. Let's quickly bust a few myths. Plain yogurt does not cause weight gain. The added sugar in flavored versions does. Frozen yogurt is not the same as regular yogurt. It's usually just a dessert with minimal, if any, probiotic activity. And as we said, plant-based yogurts can be a good option, but only if they are properly fermented and fortified. Timing can also play a role. Eating yogurt in the morning can aid digestion and give you steady energy. After a workout, it's great for replenishing protein and minerals. And having some in the evening might even support overnight muscle recovery. Now for that bonus tip I promised. To dramatically boost the impact of your daily yogurt, pair it with prebiotic foods. Think of prebiotics as food for your probiotics. They are types of fiber that your good gut bacteria love to eat. Great sources of prebiotics include things like oats, bananas, berries, onions, and garlic. Adding a handful of berries or some sliced banana to your plain yogurt is a simple way to make the probiotics even more effective. So, here's the bottom line. Eating the right kind of yogurt every day can be one of the simplest, most powerful upgrades you make to your health. It supports your digestion, immune system, bones, heart, skin, and even your mood. No extreme diets, no expensive supplements, just one smart daily habit. If this video helped you understand the real science behind yogurt, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more science-backed habits that actually work, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. We'll be diving deeper into gut health, longevity foods, and the everyday choices that quietly shape your health over time. Thanks for watching.